Okay, this is Paul. I just call it Paul for short. This is one of those little treasures. A friend of mine saw this in a pawn shop, knew that I'd want it, told me about it. I went down to the pawn shop. I just couldn't believe it. I got this for 150 bucks. Every once in a while you find a really good deal. Now I'm going to try and see if you can read that headstock. Okay, this is the Paul Deluxe, and it's a Firebrand. Now they made the Pauls for a while in the 80s. And what it is it's a working man's, poor man's version of the Les Paul. It doesn't have the carved maple top. It's got most of them had walnut bodies, some of them had mahogany bodies. I can see the wood grain through the finish. I'm not sure if it's walnut or mahogany, but it sounds great. Had the dirty finger pickups on it, volume and tone for both pickups, and the switches down here. Now that saved them a little money. If you look at the back of the guitar, it saved them a route job. They have to route out the wood to make room for the controls. On most Les Pauls, there's a little round plastic route cover for the routing job up here with the switches, and they have to fish the wires through. So they saved themselves some time and some work by putting the pickup switch down here. And it doesn't take long to get used to it there at all. In fact, on the SGs and on some of the ES335s, the switch is here. So it didn't take me long to get used to that. And it's a great little guitar, and it weighs slightly less than Lightning. Now, until I got Lightning, this was my #1 guitar. And the tone is very similar to the Les Paul. And when I give it a little bit of distortion, this one will sustain. I bumped the strings, but this will sustain just as well. I can't get it to ring right now. Of a good Gibson, and you can get it to ring forever. You can get incredible. Of course, you have to be loud enough for the sound from the speaker to make the body start to sustain. So you can't do that very much around the house. Neighbors get mad, but on stage it's a great little trick. And this is the Paul. I call it Paul for short, and they don't make them like this anymore. You'd have to look for this on eBay. And then